I feel about anything I feel like saying what the fuck I feel about.
My poor champ.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking to you. I said I'm talking to you twice.
My response to that is, you don't check my words.
I do check your words.
You can't check my words.
Based off of what?
You can't.
Based off of what? Because you paying me, nigga? I'm a grown man. Based off of what?
And you can't check
but
my words.
But you saying stupid shit about me, and you keep doing that.
Then respond in words. But you or nobody else in this world can tell me how the fuck to talk. Who the fuck are you talking?
I'm telling you how you making me feel in the moment.
Then say that. Don't say you can't say that. You ain't.
That's just
say the fuck I want to say.
I hear you.
The success of my shit. Who the fuck are you talking to?
Because you always
I ain't one of them envious niggas in the street.
I didn't say you were envious.
Your success don't bother me.
But you always say something negative.
Stop talking to me like your success bothers me. As if I ain't been one of the biggest advocates of your success.
But you always say something negative. You highlight negativity, nigga. You highlight negativity. Period. You a negativity highlighter. Fuck you talking. When you was mad at me and that shit popped up with the girl, not one time you talked about it, nigga. With the battle rap shit, when the bitch got signed, not one time. You highlight everything negative, nigga. Fuck you talking about when it come to me. It's negative. Cracking jokes. Cracking jokes, nigga.
What battle rap?
And I'm not arguing with you. You're right. I gotta go.
What
I'm not arguing with my man.
Girl are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
You gotta. It doesn't matter. You highlight negativity. You know what I'm saying. Now you gonna go on the shit and say, yo, you set niggas up. Knowing how big this is. Stop, bro.
Flip. You're wrong. I'm not saying anything.
You just said that on the camera. Yo, you set him up to put the shit on me. Knowing how powerful your voice. No, don't take it out. I want it in there, but you always do that.
This here. Please don't think I'm saying something because the camera's rolling. I said that over there. I'm not saying nothing because the camera's rolling. Nor am I going to go on air and say that. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Joe Budden and QueenzFlip have a long history of sparking heated debates on the Joe Budden Podcast. This isn't the first time tensions have flared between them. Let's tap into the next clip when they fought a couple of months ago over a very silly thing.
Okay, so all of the serious shit that Melissa did want to point out.
Do you want to address the return?
The return of what?
Flip of you, nigga.
Flip returns. Come on, we can do it. I don't care. You here, nigga.
Do you want to address it?
I'm very happy you're here. I'm very happy that you're here.
I'm going to ask you, do you want to address it or you want to just let it just... It's up to you.
Nah, let these niggas get their clips off. You know you got.
I don't care, nigga. I said
feed the streets.
You gotta feed.
I mean, you know,
feed the streets.
Here's the thing.
Feed the streets.
We're not gonna get too much details.
We hugged it out yesterday. I don't care.
You know, basically, and he tricked me.
Be honest too.
He tricked me.
Tell us shit.
Joe tricked me. So basically, it's me crossing the lines, doing things that I said I wasn't gonna do. Right.
The corporate term for that is conduct detrimental to production.
Yes. And
insubordination.
No, Mel, slow down. Slow down.
She tried to add charges.
Slow down, Mel.
Sorry.
Was it earlier that day? Was that the Bryson Tiller day too? Because me and Mel had got into it too, when we were going back and forth, and everybody's like, "Flip, calm down," because we have guests here.
Yes.
So that was one. But so basically, you know, Joe had told me to not waste time on the podcast speaking about anything personal, and I still tried to do it. And then, you know, we had a big argument. 90 minutes of it. But he was the aggressor in this one. I ain't gonna lie. And, you know, people could agree. He was saying some crazy things to me. But
which I apologize for.
You have. Mm-hmm. You have. So
that was wrong of me.
He went over there because I recorded this shit. I ain't gonna lie. I recorded it. I told you. I recorded that whole because I had to listen to it home, nigga. I'm like, yo, this nigga talking crazy. He went by the sink, washed his hands, and said, I'm going to teach him. I heard that. That's what the fuck he gonna teach me? But then we came back and he erased it and the podcast went good.
The pod, yeah.
It went good, so I go home.
But it was close to 90 minutes.
It wasn't 90, it was like 40, but still.
Felt like 90.
Yeah.
It was 40 minutes.
40
something
minutes.
like that.
Yeah.
I got home after 10. And
I only got 35 minutes of it. But so he says that, so I'm listening to it. But I go home, I'm kidding. I got to listen to the whole shit. I was laughing, like, yo, look at this nigga. I'm going to fry him up. I get a call in the morning from Ian. I said, Ian, what's up? I heard what happened yesterday. You care to tell me what's going on? No, I don't. You heard with him. I got the audio. Go listen to the audio. Your man is wilding. He disrespecting me. He's challenging me. That's what I'm telling Ian. He said, all right, buddy, we want you to sit down for a little bit. What? Who said that? You want me to sit down? Cool. And now I'm calling Joe's phone crazy. Calling his phone back to mad times. Yo, you wilding. Let me talk. I got to talk. You bugging.
And then you got arrested.
No. Then I told the nigga in the text. Then I said, yo, I'm pulling up. thinking he's gonna respond. I took a shower. I'm tight. I go to the nigga crib, me and JR. I parked right, his car's there, I parked across the street in that little shit. And mad people watching me looking.
Yeah, because you ain't supposed to be where I live.
Cool. I text Joe, yo, I'm outside.
I got Asian neighbors.
I say, yo, Joe, I'm outside, let's chop it up. Nothing. So as soon as I get to over there, when I'm pulling off, nigga writes, I'm not home right now, and you did enough chopping it up for me yesterday. Oh, I start texting, I'm erasing texting, I start wilding. That's how that whole shit happened. So it happened, and yesterday we hugged it out, man, and shit like that, and we gotta understand it, but it was crazy.
No.
What? Okay, go ahead, get your shit. My fault. I do be missing some shit.
So, hey, big dog, why don't you take the rest of the month off?
I can't believe it.
It was June 4th.
I read my contract.
Wait, it's like early in June. I looked at it and I said, damn, it's mad early in June. Then these niggas want to start calling out, come in late. I oughta. I kill this cast. But all right, cool. I'll eat that. Flip gone, yada, yada, yada. The cast do what they want, walking all over me. But all right, once we get to July, we'll be back at our bag. But I'm not speaking to Flip, and Flip is not speaking to me. And I'm on air thinking I'm being responsible. I'm just not gonna mention Flip. Mm-hmm. But then that turns into a thing because this thing is so big.
Sure did.
It is.
So then I come on here and say, hey, Flip is not fired. So I guess that may not feel good to Flip if we're not talking. Mm-hmm. When you're not talking, there's just so much room for miscommunication. So now we on like we. So, but we doing good on not talking. What?
He's getting paid?
Yeah.
I didn't know that though.
I was just asking.
That was never in question for me.
Yeah. See, that's
the other part of miscommunication.
Yes.
Too,
yes.
Because he's somewhere. He went to read his contract on some lawyer shit. And when you talk to the lawyer is when early in the pod I said pod and friendship don't mix.
You did.
Mm-hmm. Like on air creatively.
He did. You said.
But when you talk to the lawyer, I think that's when friendship should come up. So he reads the contract and should say, hey, if you got to sit home, I ain't got to pay you, nigga. So he think I'm about to wow. And I don't play like that. I think that's goofy. I think that's clown shit. You don't play with nobody's livelihood that way. So yes, he was getting paid. But I guess he don't know that.
I didn't know. I was angry.
So that's why you seen him. That nigga put out 70 skits a day. Like you seen that nigga? He was going. I didn't know. Mendices, I'm on the way. Flow Rider, let's go. Yo, I never seen him drop so much content. He was going crazy with the content. Cool. So in week 3, everything going good. I ain't even gonna say.
Get your shit on now.
I can't.
You gotta get it on.
So them niggas is on. They do the space and shit. They got the hateful Vengers, the We Hate Joe Vengers going on.
What's that?
It's a crew. It's a new crew. It's a new crew of Voltron that's forming, trying to get me out of here. A bunch of weak, lifeless losers. But they got the hateful Joe spaces going on. So Rory is in there. And they gas. Hey, Rory, what you think of QueenzFlip absence? Rory giving it, I love Flip. Flip is my man. You know, we was some of the only people to hold Flip down back on the old show when Joe didn't even know about QueenzFlip. It was me that was like, yo, Flip shit is fire, yo. If somebody bring Flip in here right now, yo, I'll speak to him right this second. Y'all not from Queens, so y'all really don't understand, but I'm rooted in Queens. Flip is rooted in Queens. We have so many mutual friends. Like, I would even interview him if the chance came about. But
no, go ahead.
I'm sassy, right?
Super sassy.
I don't give a fuck. I'll just tell you what my brain be.
Joe Budden and QueenzFlip have a fascinating and complex relationship that's a constant source of entertainment on the Joe Budden Podcast. From the outside, it might seem like their interactions are simply about heated arguments, but it's much deeper than that. Their dynamic is a mix of friendship, rivalry, and respect, often blurring the lines between all three. On the one hand, you've got Joe Budden, who's known for his bold, no-holds-barred personality and willingness to speak his mind, no matter who he's talking to. And on the other hand, there's QueenzFlip, who brings his own unique flair to the table, combative, funny, and never afraid to push Joe's buttons. Their disagreements often start with casual banter, but they can quickly escalate into full-blown arguments. Sometimes, it's a difference in opinion, sometimes it's about past tensions resurfacing, and sometimes it's just two strong personalities clashing in real time. Regardless of what sparks the fight, what makes their relationship so captivating is how it never feels fake. These guys truly challenge each other, and while their fights may seem intense, there's always an underlying sense of respect. It's almost like a brotherly bond. They'll argue and go at each other, but when the dust settles, they're back to joking and keeping the conversation going. That's what makes the Joe Budden podcast so intriguing. You never know when things will pop off, but you can always count on their unpredictable dynamic to keep the audience engaged. It's raw, it's real, and it's a big part of what makes their show so compelling to listeners. Please consider subscribing, leave a comment and like this video, and see you in the next video.